Hi, my name is Sophie and I'm from Norway. I'm 23 years old and I play a lot of bridge. I also work in the Norwegian Bridge Federation. I currently work with communication and also recruitment and teaching. I, for example, work with our online courses where we try to get more players into bridge, and also Norway has a big junior program that we work with where we try to have bridge in school, and I have some amazing coworkers working on that. We are currently going to organize a school championship with over 100 juniors. They're all about 12 to 13 years old, so that's really cool. My biggest achievements are gold medal in the World Championship and 3 gold medals in the European Championships, all for juniors. And I have also won the American National Women's Pairs in Las Vegas last fall. So that was really cool. And at that time I was playing with my mom. So today we're going to play 5 boards, and we're going to start with this one. I have 13 high card points and my diamonds are my best suit, so I'm going to open a diamond and then we'll see what happens. Partner bids 2 clubs, and that's just clubs and less than an opening hand since partner is pre-passed. I do have club support for partner. I still only have a minimum hand, but I would like to compete to 3 clubs. However, that is a bit stronger, so it could go wrong, but I will try. Okay, we get to play 3 clubs. So West overcalled a spade and East supported, so I'm expecting West to be a bit stronger probably than East. It might be kind of close, but East was pre-passed and only bid 2 spades, so they're probably not that strong. So let's see. If the clubs break, we have 5 club tricks and a heart trick, and we have to see if we can do something about the diamonds. I'm guessing that the spades are not gonna give us any tricks here, but we can ruff a spade. So that's 5, 6, 7. And we really have to do something about the diamonds if we want to make this. But even if we don't make it, it might not be that bad because opponents might make 2 spades. So I'm gonna start with the king. I am not at all optimistic. We'll see what they do now. Now they switch to a club. That's not so surprising. I will put in the 10 to see if I can finesse up the jack here. And now I really need to ruff a spade, so I will do that as quickly as possible. And another club, which I'm going to win in my hand. And now I just need to ruff the spade. Now I would have liked to play some diamonds before I play hearts. However, I don't want to play diamonds from south. I want to play the diamonds from north. So I do think I have to play some hearts first and then hope that they can't really play too many hearts. Because if they get into play hearts, okay, now I might be a little bit in trouble. They're going to get their heart trick. I still really don't want to play diamonds from south, so I'm just going to give away a heart trick. I know that if they play a card now, I can ruff high because I have already I played the 10 where East played the jack, so I can now ruff with the 9 of clubs. Because if I had ruff low, East might ruff over. I'm going to pull the last trump. And now I have to guess the diamonds. So let's see. We saw that East had the ace of hearts. And West has had ace, queen. Did I not pay enough attention? I think West had ace, queen, jack of spades. But I might be wrong. And then East had the jack of clubs. And so West has ace, queen, jack of spades, jack of hearts, and hasn't really shown anything else. I think it's very likely that they have the ace of diamonds. So I'm just gonna hope they don't have both of the honors. Oops, looks like I misguessed. That's not great. So I went 2 down. That's 100 since we're non-rule. And my counting of the points was not that wrong. I misguessed the jack, or I misremembered the jack of hearts, but otherwise I was expecting West to be a bit stronger than East, so therefore I played West for having the ace of diamonds, which was wrong. East was quite strong, absolutely maximum for their bid, so I misguessed that one. But still, they might make 2 spades. They can finesse the spades, so they have no spade losers, and they have 2 club losers. And the diamond is nicely, it's nice for them because my king is in front of the queen, so they have a diamond trick. We have only 1 diamond trick, so that's 3. And we only have 1 heart trick, probably, so they should at least make, I think they maybe make 9, but at least 8 tricks. So if they have 110, then 100 is really good. Here I have a rather boring hand so far. I'm just going to start with the pass. And partner doubles, but I don't really want to bid. I only have 5 high card points, so I'll bid again if partner forces me to, which partner does. So now I have the option of bidding hearts or diamonds. Partner is probably has something in both suits. However, 4 hearts is game, whilst 4 diamonds is not. So I'm just going to bid my hearts here and see how that goes. If they're going to pass or not. They are, so we're going to play 4 hearts. So we see that we have a great diamond support, but we also have quite a nice heart support. If the hearts are breaking 3-2, I have 4 heart tricks and 5 diamond tricks, and I can also ruff a club. However, if the hearts break poorly, we might be a little bit more in trouble. So far, I'm just going to follow suit to the clubs. And then they play their spade. And the king of clubs. This, of course, going to ruff. I don't have any other option, really. If I don't ruff it, I'm always going to be down. So now I have to pull the trumps as quickly as possible. And I don't see any reason to finesse the hearts here. Even if the hearts can be unevenly with the opponents, it's still much more likely that it's 3-2, even when they have a bid. So I'm going to just play the ace king of hearts. And now we see that the hearts are breaking. So I play the queen of hearts. And we see that the finesse also would have been on, but there's no reason to take the hard finesse. When you have 8 cards together, you for sure want to take ace king queen because it's almost 70% of the time that the heart suit breaks 3-2. This was good news. Now I have 5 diamond tricks. I could probably just claim. It's very unlikely that they're going to discard their spade, but I usually don't claim that much when I play online because you never know what happens. We'll just play it through. They're obviously going to keep their spade here. So we got 10 tricks, and we see that we are really happy that we bid 4 hearts and not 4 diamonds, because even with such a good diamond support, we make exactly the same tricks, and we get a game bonus for playing 4 hearts, but not for playing 4 diamonds. Now I have a little bit more points than we did in the last one, actually quite a lot more. We have 18 high card points, so I'm just going to start by opening my longest suit, which is clubs. And then partner bids a diamond. That should just be diamonds. And I don't have a spade stopper, so I don't want to commit to no trump yet, but I do have 4 hearts, and my hand is really strong, so I don't mind reversing this hand. If I bid 2 hearts now, that should be a good hand. We see it's 16-23, and it shows 4 4 hearts or 4 or 5 hearts and at least 5 clubs. And that's exactly what I have. So I will bid 2 hearts. And 3 clubs is a good race. So West has a good spades board. It says 10 to 17, but I'm guessing that includes probably some shortnesses because there seems to be a lot of points in this deck. He says overcalled, I have 18, and North first bids a diamond and now doubles 3 clubs. So there's something going on, and when there's a lot of points, I decide to trust my partner usually. And even though they might have a lot of spade tricks here, I'm hoping that we can get some other tricks. But I'm not sure if we make any contract because we don't seem to have support in any suit. We might have club support, but that might be a bit high. So maybe I'm going to risk it a bit, but I'm going to double 3 spades and hope that they don't have that many tricks outside of the spade suit. That doesn't matter because my partner bids 5 clubs. So I guess we will try to play that instead. Yep, we got doubled. Not so great news. I kind of like my cards better defending, but we will try our best. Okay, so East overcalled, and we know that West made a good race and doubled 5 clubs. So we see that we have 2 spade losers, and we probably have some club losers here. So I don't think we're going to make this one. But we will see how. So the question in this board is really how we're going to solve club suit. So since West doubled and also made the good race, I'm quite certain that the king of clubs is in West. The question is, did West double only on the ace of spades and the king of clubs? I still don't know for sure where the king of spades is, but I find it likely that it's in East because I don't think West would have played a low spade in trick 2 with ace king of spades. And also East had a very aggressive overcall if East doesn't have the king of spades. So there might be a possibility that West has king 4th of clubs because it's maybe a bit risky to double with only the king of clubs and the ace of spades because one of us could have a singleton spade. So I'm actually thinking of not doing the finesse. The thing about that is I'm giving up my possibility for making. If I want to make this contract, I need East to have the king of clubs and either trying for the king doubleton or trying to pin the 10. But I find that very unlikely and I don't want to go down a lot of extra tricks. So I'm just going to try for 1 down. Playing the ace of clubs. And that pinned the 10. So then it seems like it didn't really matter what I did. Yeah, and I was correct that the clubs were breaking 4-1. So I'm just going to keep playing the clubs because I don't want to get, or well, all my cards are good. So now I'm just going to play back to my hand and it looks safer to play a heart than trying to rough club. Or actually my clubs are high, so maybe it wasn't, but now the trumps are gone and I can just claim the rest of the tricks. 1 down. So we do see that the good race was on a shortness heart and a good spade sport, which I was expecting. Unfortunately, we didn't make 5 clubs. Okay, so partner opens a club. We have 11 high card points. Is that correct? Yes, that should be correct. And 5 spades. So we're just gonna bid our spades. And partner bids 2 diamonds which is again a reverse bid, just like we had in the last hand. And we have diamond support and we have quite a good hand. So now we need to make sure that we're bidding forcing bid. Actually not completely sure about the system here, so we will see. 3 diamonds shows extra length in diamonds and also is a forcing bid. So now we can just show our diamond support straight away and bid 3 diamonds. Partner bids 4 spades, that's alerted, and it is a splinter. So partner has good cards with 1 or 0 spades. We have the ace of spades, so if partner has 0 spades, that's maybe not great, but if partner has 1, we are stopping the suit. And we do have queen jack fourth of diamonds and also queen doubleton of clubs, which are really good cards. However, we do only have jack 9 of hearts, so that's not great. So we need to try and see what type of hand our partner can have. If partner, for example, has ace king of diamonds and ace king of clubs, that would be 14. And we need partner to have something in hearts, but that's very likely, because even with just ace king, it would be 14, and we know that partner has at least 17. So it's super likely that partner has something in hearts, unless partner has the stiff king of spades or something. And maybe they wouldn't bid splinter with the stiff king in our suit. And our cards are not, we only have 11 high card points, and if partner has 17 plus, maybe it's aggressive, but also we know that we can rough a bit, and partner has at least 5 clubs, so we can discard something on the clubs. It is very tempting to try for a slam. I love bidding slams, so I think I'm going to try and hope that partner doesn't have a lot of wasted honors in hearts. So for now is keycard, and we will see if partner has enough keycards. So 5 diamonds is 0 or 3 keycards in diamonds, so that would mean the king of diamonds is included. And we can expect partner to have 3 keycards because we have 11 high card points with only 1 keycard. What points are partner going to have if they don't have any keycards here? That will be king, queen of hearts, king, jack of clubs, and king of spades, because we know partner only has 1 spade. And it's just not enough points. So we know that partner has 3 keycards. And we have 1 keycard ourselves, and we also have the queen of trumps. So we're only missing 1 keycard, and we can be in slam missing just 1 keycard. So we will try and raise to 6 diamonds. I don't want to play no trump here because I know that we probably have to rough something. So we are going to bid 6 diamonds. This might be aggressive, but we'll see. Okay, so we're missing the king of diamonds and the 10 of diamonds. So the diamonds might be a bit problematic. We are also missing something in clubs. If the clubs aren't breaking, we might be a little bit in trouble. So we have some work here to do. We also need to rough a heart. So this is not straightforward, but we're not going to give up either. So we'll see. We know that we can afford to lose 1 trick, so we don't have to fully panic yet. So the big question is, how are we gonna play the diamonds? One option is playing diamond to the ace and then diamond to towards the queen. And that would be good if the diamonds are breaking 4-1 in east, for example, because we have a bit more tempo. However, the thing is we really do need to rough a heart. So if diamonds are breaking 4-1, we are probably in trouble either way. So I think I'm going to try the diamond finesse here, playing the queen of diamonds. And if it holds, we have to decide if we want to try to pin the 10 doubleton of diamonds, or if we want to play diamond to the ace, trying to rough it back and forth. But the diamond Goodness might not hold at all, so we will see. Gonna play the Queen of Diamonds, and let's see if this wins the trick or not. It does, so that's a good start. Now we have the option of trying to play the Jack, seeing if they cover with the King and the Ace, if the 10 will drop. And this might also be the best if the diamonds are breaking 4-1, because then we only have, we're missing the 10, but we've pinned up the King. So with the 9 and the 8, we can play more diamonds. The problem is we do have to for sure ruff a heart, and if the clubs aren't breaking 3-3, we have to ruff a club as well. So if the suit is breaking 4-1, as I said earlier, I think we are in trouble. And then we have to decide, do we want to play the Jack or do we want to play the King? I don't think it should matter that much, because the 10 doubleton or the King doubleton should be the same. But then the upside of playing the Jack, trying to pin the 10, is that we can still ruff cards in dummy. So if the 10 drops, we can ruff with the 4 and the 9, and we still have the 8 to pull the last trump. But if we try to play a low diamond and the King does not drop, then we can't pull any trumps at all. So I'm going to try the Jack, see how that goes. Okay, goes to the King. Okay, that's not at all good news. That's actually quite terrible news for us. How are we gonna, what are we gonna do now? Okay, so we know for sure we have a diamond. We have a diamond loser. And we have to ruff a heart. And we need the clubs to break. So this is really not good at all. Because the problem is, if we play Ace King of Hearts now and a heart to ruff, and then we try and play a diamond, we will be in trouble if West can play another heart. And we will also just in general be in a lot of trouble if the clubs are not breaking. However, we are in a tough slam, so maybe, because we could try and just go for 1 down, we can safety play for 1 down. Or almost safety play, we can, by trying to ruff a heart and a club and just giving away some diamond tricks. But that's also really boring in a slam. We don't want to go down in a slam, so now we really have to decide. So we know that if the clubs are not breaking, we go down no matter what, because we have a diamond loser and we're just not going to be able to ruff everything here. So what we need to make this contract is West to have exactly 3 hearts, because we play Ace King of Hearts and heart to ruff. And then we play the 9 of diamonds, which they can win. And now they cannot play another heart. And we also need West to have exactly 3 clubs for the clubs to break. So that will give them 3-3-4-3 distribution. It's not impossible, but it's also a lot of things that need to break. And in imps, I would for sure just play to try and make my contract. In match points, it's a lot more difficult, because I know that if other people are going to be in slam, then I want to make more tricks than them. But if everyone else stops in game, then it's not so good. But also, if some people are in game, maybe they're trying for more tricks and they end up going 2 down. And if I can just safety play for 1 down, I might even just beat them. So this is really difficult. But if I want to play, so if I want to just try and make as many tricks as possible, but not necessarily trying to make the contract, I need to try and get the clubs to come in. But if I need to ruff a club, West is probably more likely to have a short club than East is. So suddenly they over ruff and they play another diamond, and I'm in trouble again. So maybe I should just try to make the contract. This is very difficult. But you know what? I am going to be optimistic today, and I'm going to try and make my contract, and it might go terrible, but we will see. Okay, that was not at all the plan. I rushed the second heart. So for sure not making my contract. But now I still need the clubs to come in. So it's nothing is breaking here. This is just not my day apparently. We're just gonna go down a lot. So we will go 3 down. Not a great score. But I think it's gonna be a very difficult board. We would go down in 5 clubs as well. Of course, it would be better to be in 5 clubs than 5 diamonds. But I wanted to be optimistic. I'm still a junior, and we keep saying that juniors are allowed a bit more. So I'll stay like that for a couple of years, and then maybe at some point I grow up, stop hitting all the crazy slams. But I wanted to try. So partner open to no. 2021 balanced, and I have 5 spades and 5 hearts. Sorry, 5 spades and 3 hearts, and partner can have 5 hearts, but since I have 5 spades myself, I'm just gonna tell partner about that and bid 3 hearts transfer. And my partner is just always going to accept the transfer, it looks like. So I don't know if partner has support or not. And I would prefer to play 3 spades and not 3 no. Sorry, 4 spades and not 3 no, since I have a singleton diamond. But if partner only has 2 spades, it's probably okay in 3 no. So I'm just going to bid 3 no. And over 1 no and then transfer and jumping to 3 no, it's quite common to pass 3 no even if we have 3-card support. But over 2 no, it's less common because we have to bid 3 no with so many different hands. Just as we see here, I have a singleton diamond, but I can't really bid 4 clubs and my 4 small clubs. So it's much less likely that partner is going to pass 3 no with 3 spades. And partner didn't, so we are now playing 4 spades with a club lead. So, okay, this is looking a little bit like a singleton. It doesn't have to be. It can be from a 3-card suit, but that would mean I'm only gonna have Jack 8-2 or 10-8-2 or something like that, but it's probably not likely that they led from the king. And they probably don't have Jack 10 third, because then they would lead the Jack, I assume. So that's why I'm thinking this is likely a singleton. However, we can't really do much about that. If we thought it was a singleton, we could decide to play queen to the queen of spades to the ace and a spade back, hoping to avoid a ruff. But also, if it is a singleton, it's very likely that East has more spades. I want to get as many tricks as possible. So if East has the king of spades, I want to finesse it. And also if West only has king doubleton, then East will get a ruff either way. And it's not like West has many entries because I'm kind of controlling everything else. So I'm just gonna play club to the queen, and then I will play the queen of spades, trying to finesse the spades. Okay, that didn't work. And a club back, that was not unexpected. I will have to try and win this and see. I'm expecting this to be ruffed, but I don't want, there's no reason to duck it really. So, oh, okay, that was a bit unexpected. Does East have a singleton and a singleton? It seems like a bit of a risky lead, but okay. It's not so common to want to ruff if you only have one spade, because it just seems very likely that they're solving the suit. But, well, we're just gonna have to try and pull some more trumps. So, yeah, singleton and singleton. That does make things a little bit more complicated. I wanted to see if I could get a squeeze on east. But the problem is that west might rough things, because so I know that I can discard one club on the king of diamonds, and the fact that east only has 2 black cards makes it very likely that they have a lot of the, well, I know that they have a lot of the red cards, but it makes it more likely that they have the queen of diamonds. So finessing the diamonds is maybe, well, it's still an option, but maybe it's not the best option. And then, so the other option would be playing east for queen, jack of hearts, and the queen of diamonds, because then they would be squeezed if I just play all my spades. So I have to decide what I want to do. I can also maybe get, that probably doesn't work. I can see if I can get a double squeeze. No, they can probably just discard all their diamonds. Well, things are maybe not that easy for West if I play. So if I play the 10 of spades and then the king of hearts and heart to the ace, and I take the ace of spades and I discard a club and I play another spade. Maybe I don't have enough tricks here. Maybe I'm just messing up completely. I don't have enough tricks for this plan. I will still have a loser left. So, okay, so that doesn't fully work. And I can't really rough a heart because then they get a spade trick. And maybe that just means that I have to go for the diamond finesse. Because I know even if East gets in, they can't play any more clubs, so that's not so, I don't have to worry about that. But for sure, I'm gonna just play my spade here. Now, I think I'm just gonna try and play a heart to the ace to try and pull another spade. And I discard my club, and now I can I'm just gonna try for the diamonds, and I have to decide how low I want to finesse, if I want to go for the 9 or the jack. Playing the 9 is wrong when West has queen 4th, and playing the jack is wrong when West has 10 4th. Otherwise, it shouldn't matter, I think. Because I know I do have another entry, so I find it kind of weird that East wanted to lead their singleton when they only have singleton trump. So I think maybe they have quite a lot in the other suits. So I'm going to play East for having the queen of diamonds. Playing the 9 here. Okay, they have the 10. They might have both. Now I just have to start playing ace king. Yeah. Yeah, they had both of them. Maybe I should have played my spade first and they would have been squeezed. Would they? Maybe they would have. Maybe that was stupid. Maybe if I played my last spade as well, discarding another. No, I wouldn't have any entries to my hand anymore. Yeah, that was all 5 boards. Let's see. There were some interesting boards. The last one, I really wanted to make a squeeze. I think that was difficult with the spades breaking so poorly. And also everything else kind of breaking poorly. So if anyone finds a squeeze, I would be happy if you would tell me, but I couldn't find it. And then board 4, obviously, I was being optimistic. Nothing was breaking at all. So that didn't work. And in here, I wanted to double 3 spades. So it does say that they're going to go 1 down, double dummy. But maybe it's not so easy to defend. I don't know. We have 1 club trick, 2 diamond tricks, and a heart trick for sure. And then I think if we just push spades, that they're going to go 1 down. Unfortunately, my partner didn't want to play that. 5 clubs was not a terrible contract, but it wasn't a great one either, because you needed no club losers when you're missing the king and the 10, and you only have 8 cards. So probably would have been best to just double 3 spades. The other ones seem to be a bit more standard, I think. Here, I tried to say that they make 3 spades. That was apparently wrong. They only make 2 spades, but still, if they have 2 spades making 8 tricks, that's 110. And I went for 100, so that should be good. So thank you so much for playing the tournament and for listening to the analysis. I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you.